So, something very interesting happened today. Well, actually a few million years ago. There was a neutron star collision in this galaxy right here, NGC 4993, 4993. There was a collision between two neutron stars. They're not cataloged in this game, so I cannot show you. But it's basically two neutron stars orbiting around each other very rapidly, until eventually they merge. Now, the reason why this is so interesting is it's something we've never really observed before. In fact, this collision is the type of collision that would create super heavy elements like gold and platinum and even things like uranium, and just super dense particles would be emitted from it from its insane explosion. Gamma ray bursts would span across the galaxy. It would be an intense phenomenon. Well, we saw one today. Telescopes around the world were facing towards this collision. Now, let me see here if I can find something similar to it. So here is two neutron stars in a binary orbit that I found in Space Engine. As you can see, they orbit each other very rapidly because, well, they're actually pretty small. This one has a diameter of 22 kilometers, so that gives you a perspective of how small they are. So these are really, really close to each other. This is a system I found in the Milky Way called PSR J0737-3039A. And if you have 9.8.0 of the game, you can view it yourself. Now, this is an incredibly unique thing to witness. In fact, it's so special that most of the telescopes on our planet were basically facing towards it. The large scientific telescopes, anyways. It is believed that this pair of neutron stars spent 11 billion years circling each other, similar to this, until they eventually collided around 130 million years ago. So it took 130 million years for the light of that collision to reach us. So it's not a collision that happened today, it's something that happened 130 million years ago. It's just we are receiving the light today and we can observe it. This happened today, so there's not really too much information on it as of yet, but there is a lot of data and a lot of material to go through that'll be happening over the coming months, maybe even the coming years. To kind of describe what happened, it set off things like gravitational wave detectors. The event was even captured on telescopes. I will provide an article down in the description giving all the information about what has been observed pretty much. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and jump into Universe Sandbox 2 so we can see what happens in the game. Alright, so here I am in Universe Sandbox 2. There is a of two pulsars orbiting each other. Let's find those. There they are, binary pulsars. Okay, so as you can see, they are kind of freaking out a lot. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and slow down time a little bit. As you can see, it's less than 1 second per second. So these are moving quite rapidly. Now, what we could do here is we can go to Taylor over here. Just decrease the semi-major axis until they eventually collide. Of course, getting neutron stars to collide in this game is incredibly difficult, so this might not work. We'll go ahead and do this anyways. Let's just decrease the semi-major axis. Okay, so now they are much closer to each other. Still pretty far away though. In the scale of a neutron star anyways. Okay. So here they are, orbiting very tightly. In fact, each one of their orbits around each other are currently 1 millisecond per second. This is basically what we were observing before. Now they're kind of falling away from each other. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and slow it down a little bit more. Actually, I want these two to be in an orbit. If I can do that, there we go. Now, let's just keep reducing the semi-major axis. So this is about as close as I can get, and as you can see, they might throw each other away, hopefully not. Slow it down a little bit more. Binary orbits are a little bit glitchy in this game. It's kind of hard to get two stars to properly orbit each other sometimes. As you can see, it's constantly breaking the orbit, and what I need to do is I need to pause the game just as soon as the orbit begins. So next time I see that line there we go. You can go ahead and just keep decreasing the semi-major axis. until they eventually touch, just like that. I'm going to reduce it a little bit more. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and slow down the game a lot more and hit play. And there they go, a supernova explosion. I don't think a supernova would occur in this situation. There's a berry center here. It's just a invisible point, I guess. Okay. There we go. We've caused a supernova. I don't know if a supernova would occur in this situation, but what definitely happened was an incredibly energetic event that could create heavy elements like gold, platinum, uranium, and all that, so the odds are probably exploded in some kind of nova-like event just like this. The interesting side effect in this game is when two things collide like that and they're moving very quickly, the supernovas will just scatter outwards like this. In fact, in this case, it's like two different supernovas. So that's always an interesting effect, but there it goes drifting off in space instead of just expanding at one point. This is currently 28 seconds per second, so you can see it's expanding really rapidly, and that is moving incredibly fast. I wonder if I could actually view the velocity on that. No, it doesn't appear so. There's no remnants at all, so it seems like all the matter from those stars are currently in these highly energetic clouds. There you go, for those who are wondering what would happen if two neutron stars collided in this game. I've done videos on it before, but I don't think I've really done them in this fashion. Anyways, if you liked the video, please subscribe, and until next time, I'll see you in the next video.